These five books that genuinely help me find my voice and stop treating other people's comfort like it's my full-time job to make sure that they're okay. It's not. So whether you're deconstructing from religion or redefining a relationship or just tired of feeling like you are everyone else's doormat, these are for you. So grab some tea or some tequila. I'm not judging. And let's dive in. First up, Codependent No More. How to Stop Controlling Others and Start Caring for Yourself, written by author Melody Beattie. This was actually one of the first books that I had read when I had heard the term codependent. I had heard the term codependent like throughout the years, but I never thought that I was codependent. I actually didn't understand what the term actually really meant. So this was an eye-opening read for me, and it was really painful at first. And then after a while, getting into it, I was like, holy shit, this is me. Codependent in my relationships, codependent with family, codependent in so many ways. And this book was really helpful to like understand and open my eyes towards what that meant. Second up is How to Be an Adult in Relationships, The 5 Keys to Mindful Loving, written by David Rico. There's the 5 keys. They all start with the letter A. And they're the 5 keys that open us. They are attention, acceptance, appreciation, affection, and allowing. And this really struck me in my own life as one who grew up in a very, very fundamentalist religious family. There was not much room for allowing, just allowing people to be and exist. This was really helpful in opening my eyes to seeing other people and how I was interacting with them and even interacting with myself. Highly recommend it. Third book is Stop People Pleasing and Find Your Power by Haley McGee. I really appreciated throughout the book. There's a lot of actionable advice, and there's like even little things you can look at graphs and you can write down like some answers to things. So it's a little bit interactive in that way. Always cool. But what I liked was a lot of the case studies that she shares. And a shout out to you, Haley. You did not use just straight couples, man, woman. You actually used gay and lesbian and just a few different shades of relationships. Or types of relationships, and I really appreciated that. I think more authors could in this genre should definitely take a note from you, Haley. It was cool, but I highly recommend the book. It's really good for, obviously, for people pleasers. The fourth book is The Book of Boundaries: Set the Limits That Will Set You Free, written by Melissa Urban. This was really helpful and insightful for me in the way where she explained that boundaries are actually an invitation to have a relationship with someone. Setting boundaries is not you saying to them, get away from me, don't ever get away from my life. It's actually quite the opposite. And that was maybe a lot of people know that. I for some reason just never really looked at it from that perspective. There's sort of a structure to it that I really appreciated that she shares in setting a boundary. And it can be very severe, but she uses like a stoplight system. Like she's like, there's green light, yellow light, red light. And if you have to set like a boundary with someone and it's not like depending upon how much they're pushing against you or pushing against a boundary or crossing a line for you, you could just green light it where it's like, here's a gentle prod back, set the boundary, move forward. But you might have to be more strong with it and be a little bit more severe. And it's like, that's yellow light. And if it's a very severe infraction, then red light it. And she gives examples of that. I really appreciate that as one who grew up in very much black and white thinking. I appreciate that it was like, it doesn't need to be so severe. You can actually assess the situation and see what's needed to set the boundary. And there's a few different ways to do that, obviously, you know? So I enjoyed that concept. It was a major takeaway. Definitely recommend it. Last but not least is The Four Tendencies The indispensable personality profiles that reveal how to make your life better and other people's lives better too. Written by author Gretchen Rubin. This one might surprise some people on this list. It makes a lot of sense to me. I recently read it. I've read Gretchen's work before, and I was always curious to read this. But there's four tendencies. There's the upholder, questioner, obliger, rebel. Most people are obligers, and I definitely am. But I mean, I have, we all have, it's a spectrum. Nobody is just one of these things. But this was really helpful for me in seeing how I relate to other people. As an obliger, this whole like feeling like, oh my God, I'm letting every Tom, Dick, and Harry just walk all over me, and my family's just trampling on me. Like, what the hell, And it was cool for me to be able to see it's like, oh, this is how I tick. Like, this is something that I do. And being able to see that it's helpful in my life, being able to then harness it. So I can have a little bit of more grace for myself and also be able to identify other people's sort of their tendencies. I highly recommend the book. She does a really good job of explaining why this matters and how it works. So check this one out. And with that, are there any books that are missing off of this list that have helped you? Drop a comment below on why you think I should read it. I'm always looking for a good read. Lots of gratitude. Until next time.